So I've been using some accessories on my DJI Ronin-S for quite some time now to extend my fatigue rate. So I have added a handle to it, and I've also added external monitoring to it, because we all know that Sony cameras don't have the best daylight viewable screens on the back of them. And I've added a Adorama Ninja V to this setup, as you can see here. It hasn't added too much weight to the whole thing. And with the weight addition, I have an additional handle here that helps me out immensely. So without any further ado, let's talk about the accessories that I've added to my DJI Ronin-S. So first and foremost is the handle. This is a small rig wooden handle attached via a Airy rosette mount to NATO adapter. So this allows me to kind of quickly adjust. If I wanted to go further with this, I'd probably add a push button rosette mount from wooden camera to allow me to change the direction. But this allows me to do it kind of quickly, and it secures really tightly and easily. So that's the first part of it. This wooden handle is really nice. I've covered this before. It's the small rig NATO mount that is adapted to the DJI Ronin-S. This allows you to add a NATO rail adapter to it. I would highly recommend that you mount it in this orientation, because if if it ever comes loose, the force of gravity will pull it down and you won't drop anything. So if you mounted this upside down and this slipped off, you could be in for a bunch of heartache with that. So I would mount it in this orientation. And the way that this is designed is that you keep your elbows tight, so you have even a stronger base when it comes to shooting, and that's a really awesome addition. And it's really nice. I would highly recommend going this route if you're thinking about adding a compact, easily detachable handle, so you can take this off, put it in a bag, and you're off to the races. The next thing is this Polar Pro monitor mount. It's a really nice mount that has 3/4 20s on the top. As you see, I've added a cold shoe mount here so I can do a microphone or whatever going into my Adorama Ninja V, and it holds it really well. To add to the flexibility of this Polar Pro monitor mount, I've added the Andy Sin Vlogger friction mount, so I can, tilt it. If I tilt it all the way down, it's way down, way low. So that's kind of nice, and there's enough clearance here for you to fit your arm in. I have it turned around so you can kind of see how it fits. This is a really nice mount. It attaches directly to the body of it. Let me disconnect this from the camera, and we'll take a closer look at the mount. So it mounts directly to the DJI Ronin-S, and it's graduated. It has like a multi-hourly mount design. So there's these little tick marks that kind of line up with the mount. So you can see this little arrow, and it's graduated, so it allows you to mount it correctly. So it's it doesn't twist or anything like that, because it has these little RE secure mounts that keep it snugly secure, and it's all toolless design, so you can quickly detach and make an adjustment in angle with this thing. If I try to mount it back this way with it facing up, you can see there's an issue there where it's coming in contact with the motor. Doesn't work in this orientation with a monitor of the Adorama Ninja V size. So these are some really cool accessories that I've added to my Ronin-S system that have allowed me to be more flexible in shooting and not add a ton of additional stuff to my camera setup. If I need to monitor outside directly in direct sunlight, the Ninja V or the Ninja 5 really works wonders outside and helps me catch critical focus when I'm doing so, because the Sony screen is just not bright enough, and it allows me to shoot more flexible codecs like ProRes and stuff like that. The handle is probably one of the best things that I added to the Ronin-S system, because it allows me to shoot for longer periods of time without becoming fatigued. And with this setup, it's really not that much heavier. It's a really great setup, and I would highly recommend it. So if you are interested in kind of copying this setup, you can probably add a different handle if you wanted. One that faces down, the one that I showcased in my Canon C200 and Ronin-S video. I'll leave that carded up right here if you want to check that out. So before I close, I must disclose Polar Pro sent me out the monitor mount, but everything else I purchased. So I just wanted to disclose that the monitor mount was something that was sent to me for kind of testing and review. Works great, and I recommend it because it hasn't let me down yet. If you're interested in shopping for any of this or kind of copying this setup, I'll leave affiliate links in the description, and those are my affiliate links. So shopping through those, give me a little bit of kickback while costing you nothing additional. and it helps support the channel. That about does it for me in this one. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, you know what to do. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I'm Tomas, and I will catch you in the next one.